Yo, what up, what up? It's your boy Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? Yeah, so I'm chilling outside my crib right now. It's like 4 in the morning or something. You know, I'll be up working late, getting it in. And, I was just thinking, I had this thought in my mind all weekend because I was out a lot and I was hanging out with a couple of chicks this weekend. And, I noticed that there's so many dudes out there who are scared to not only holler at chicks, but holler at women when they're, really hot. When they're a really hot chick, dudes are scared. And, I'm out here to tell you guys that there's nothing to be afraid of, And I can understand where some of you guys are coming from, because I remember back in the days, I'd see a hot chick and I would get so nervous I couldn't even look at her in her face. I couldn't stare her in her eye. I'm like, oh my God, this chick is so hot. And then the thing is, I got to actually talking to women, not just hot women, but just women in general. And then I started to see that there's nothing to be afraid of. It's just talking. You're just having a conversation. They're people, they're human beings. They're not going to bite you. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to die if you talk to a girl and she rejects you. You're not going to die if you try to say something to a girl and she ignores you. So the thing is, you got to get out of your own head when you're talking to these girls, or when you're approaching girls, or when you're trying to have a conversation. Because there are a lot of women out here who are hot as shit. And you're messing it up for yourself because you letting the fear get in the way. And you're choosing to fear talking to girls. And you think that because the chick is really hot, that you can't get with her. You think you don't stand a chance. You think, oh my God, why would she want me? All this other nonsense pops into your head. And these hot women, they'll get a lot of attention from guys. And the thing is, I was out this weekend and, I was hanging out with some chicks, and I always do this thing where I kind of step back and see how guys react to the women I'm around. If I'm chilling with certain girls or I'm chilling with some chicks, and I just see how the guys look at them when they pass, when the guys are passing by, or I see that, the guy looks like he wants to talk to her, or certain guys look like they look like they want to say something, and then they hesitate, and then they don't say something, or they stand around and linger. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's kind of like, I remember back in the days when I would go to parties, these house parties or something when I was younger, and you have the guy standing on one side of the room, and you have the girls on another side of the room, and the guys want to go up to the girls, but they're all scared to say something, and it's just all this fear stopping you from getting what you want. And a lot of you guys out there, you really want to holler at these hot girls and get with these hot girls, but you're just so scared. You understand? And the thing is, the only difference between a chick who's hot and a chick who's not hot is that a chick who's hot is hot, and a chick who's not hot is not hot. It's just it's really that simple. Because most chicks, get attention. They're going to get attention from guys no matter what. You can have the goofiest looking chick, she's going to get some type of attention from a guy. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of times, a lot of these hot chicks, they get guys staring at them. They got guys, checking them out. But a lot of guys are intimidated by them, so they don't even get, approached as much as most people might even think. And then when they do get approached, a lot of times there are times where it's guys who they're not really even into. So, you being you should just go up and do it, because you could be that guy she's into. But you're not going to know that until you actually go and make that effort to approach. It's just that simple. And I always tell guys, a lot of guys have this whole thing about they're like, oh, she's out of my league. And let me tell you something. First thing you got to understand is a woman's looks right, is not that special. Just because she's hot physically does not mean that is the end all be all. So, and I learned this through approaching girls and talking to a lot of girls, because the thing is that in your mind you have an idea of what it means to be with a hot woman. And since if you lack experience being with hot women or talking to women in general, your idea of what this hot woman means is very skewed. It's very limited. So the thing is that, first you need to, go out there and get practice and understand that, her being hot is not the end all be all. Because a lot of times you're going to walk into certain places and talk to certain girls who are hot, and you're going to realize that these hot chicks don't really, some of them don't really got nothing else going for them besides their looks. And the thing is that if you are the type of dude who is really going and talking to a lot of girls and approaching a lot of women and going on a lot of dates, and you become good at talking to women, you're not going to just want any old chick. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to want a chick who's hot but also has other shit going for her. You understand? And then you'll see that it's more than just, oh, she's hot. You understand? So you being intimidated by her, sexiness or her being hot is going to become laughable to you later on, once you develop the skill to actually interact with a lot of women. You understand? And the main reason a lot of you guys are out there scared of talking to hot girls or intimidated by hot chicks is because you're not really putting yourself out there in the game enough to experience interacting with hot girls. Because once you experience that, you will see that it's not a big fucking deal. And it won't be that, you'll get out of that that kind of like that fantasy mind state that you have. It's kind of like when, let's say you have a chick who watches a whole bunch of Disney movies, and there are women out here like this. They watch a whole bunch of Disney movies when they grow up, and they have this idea of Prince Charming and what that means if I get this perfect man and all this other shit. And then they go out into the real world and realize that this Prince Charming or this perfect guy that they're looking for doesn't exist. It's not real. Do you understand? And then so the same thing like that is, when you're talking about hot chicks, is that you're going to realize that the fantasy or whatever type of, thing you've conjured up in your head about hot women, or, oh, it would be so awesome if I got a hot woman because this and this would happen. It would be great. I really, hot chicks are the end all be all and all of that. All that shit that you think or you thought, you'll realize that it's all bullshit. Later on, you realize that this whole idea of what you think about hot chicks, or being nervous or scared to talk to a hot woman because of whatever you thought about hot women, or this whole she's out of my league because she's hot, all this nonsense that you're thinking of is, it's gonna become stupid. You're gonna be like, really? You're gonna be like, I used to think it was a big deal to talk to a chick because she's hot. I used to be scared to talk to hot girls. And the thing is that some of you listening right now, you can't relate to that yet, because you're still in that stage of thinking because she's hot that she's special. And to you, I say to you is, what you really got to do is get into that mind state, or get into that mind frame of understanding that it's not a big deal. And also you got to go out there and approach and talk to lots of women, and get used to having conversations with hot girls, get used to talking to hot girls and approaching hot girls, and you'll be good. You understand? And for, all you guys out there who are having trouble with this shit, who are having trouble, hollering at these girls, and who are still afraid, and who, you still have fear, you guys, once you practice this, once you keep going, it'll get easier for you. And of course, you guys know I got the book, so make sure holla at the books. How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. Also get the DVD, The Bad Boys Guide to Dating. All these things that I have, How to Pick Up and Date Multiple Women seminar, all these products I have for you guys is here to help you. It's here to help you practice and step up your game. And the more you step up your game, the more you talk to these women, you will realize that it's not a big deal. You will not be intimidated by hot women. See, the fear is just all in your mind. You're making a choice to be fearful. It's just like that Will Smith movie, After Earth. I love that movie. It's awesome. The critics shitted on it, and that's a whole nother story. But, he was saying danger is real, but fear is a choice. And you guys are choosing to fear these hot chicks. For what reason? Because you've been conditioned. You've been conditioned to think that, you can't get her. You've been conditioned to think that there's something special about her. But the thing is that the more you talk to these women, the more you have conversations with these women, the more you put yourself out there to talk to them, you will realize that it's not a big deal. And then what's going to happen is you're going to start to get them. You're going to start to attract these hot women because you're getting that fear out of your heart. And then you're starting to, become comfortable around them. And then the real you is coming out. And then they start to see that. And that's what attracts them to you. You understand? But a lot of you are not, presenting, who you really are and, being confident in yourself and all the other stuff because, you feel like, oh, well, you can't get her and you're insecure and you're feeling insecure. You're feeling like she's out of your league and all this other shit like that. And please, guys, get this whole she's out of my league shit out of your system. Okay? There's no woman on earth that is out of your league or whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean. You feel me? So yeah, man, guys, go out there, talk to these hot chicks. Don't be scared. Approach them. I know you see the girl, your heart's gonna be beating and all fast and shit, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, what do I say? And it was, you have to keep going, and that stuff is going to, lessen. You understand? It's going to be a little bit less. That frustration's not going to be there that much. That anxiety's not going to be there that much because you're going to keep doing it. And you're going to get better at it, and then all of a sudden you're going to be like, man, this ain't shit. This ain't shit, man. What the fuck why the fuck was I so scared? You feel me? But yeah, that's all I wanted to say to you guys today, man. Yeah. It's mad late right now out here. I gotta go get some sleep, people. But I will holler at you guys later. And remember, the truth is inside you. I'm out. Peace.
Master the game by joining dating and life coach Mr. Locario live in New York City on Friday, May 15th at So Techie Spaces for his new seminar, Reclaim the Game. Mr. Locario has some exclusive new realistic approaches to the dating game that will help you be successful with women. Purchase your tickets at MrLocario.com. Space is extremely limited, so pick up your tickets today at MrLocario.com. That's MrLocario.com. MrLocario.com.